Fruits. Good morning, everybody. Hi, how's it going? Sean Wolfsluggo here, coming at you from Sean Talk Cybersecurity. I'm back with another episode of live streaming until I'm a master hacker. So, this morning I have a little bit of, I don't know, something in my throat. I don't know what's going on, but if I end up muting myself through the live stream, I just want to kind of give a heads up, like that's why I'm doing it, because I don't want to be coughing for everybody this morning. I don't think you guys want to hear that. So there's something new. I added some music in the background now. So if anything's too loud and you guys feel like, man, this is way too loud, please feel free to let me know. I definitely would be happy to turn the music down as we go along here. So, but without any further ado, let's dive into some Try Hack Me, so that way we can continue live streaming till I get to become a master hacker. So some easy low-hanging fruit stuff this morning. So we got search skills out here on Try Hack Me, and so we can dive into some of that. And all right, so Try Hack Me says a quick Google search for Learn Cybersecurity returned over 600 million hits, while a search for Learn Hacking returned more than double that number. So obviously, like, people want to learn hacking more than they want to learn cybersecurity. So a lot of times people confuse the two, and that's fine. That's a normal thing to do. Like, sometimes it just happens that way. But if that happens, like, it's just because people want to learn hacking, right? So we're surrounded by information. Do you prefer to surrender in the face of information overload and accept the first few results you get? And also, too, like, I think one thing that's worth noting is, like, this box is probably a little older now, because AI has really, really changed the game on how we search things. I don't know about you, but if you go out to like ChatGPT or Grok or whatever you use, Claude, it makes things like way different whenever you go to search things now. You can just basically search away and it'll kind of go and look at whatever it is you're trying to find. So, okay. So on the internet, everyone can publish their writings. It can be in the form of blog posts, articles, or social media posts, right? It can be even in more subtle ways, such as editing a public wiki page. This ability makes it possible for anyone to voice their unfounded claims. Everyone can express their opinion about best cybersecurity practices, future programming trends, and how to best prepare for a DevSecOps interview. So it's our job as readers to evaluate the information. We'll mention a few things to consider when evaluating information. The source, identify the author or organization publishing the information, consider whether they are reputable and authoritative on the subject matter. Publishing a blog post does not make one the authority on the subject. Now, I agree with that. I mean, I think for me, for me, the one thing that really makes a difference is whether or not somebody has real world experience, whether they've actually had boots on the ground and they've actually gone in and done the work. And I think that's a massive thing. If you don't ever actually do the work, then you're not an authoritative person on that. I don't care. Like, you can spend all your time doing theory and just basically talking about, well, this is the way the book says it is. And I mean, frankly, it's if you actually have done the thing or not. So I think that's an important thing to note. And that's the reason why I kind of hate some certifications, because a lot of certifications are just theory. They're not actually practical. So anyway, evidence and reasoning, checking whether the claims are backed by credible evidence and logical reasoning. Yeah, seeking hard facts, objectivity and bias, evaluating whether the information is presented impartially and rationally. Reflecting multiple perspectives. We are not interested in authors pushing shady agendas, whether to promote a product or attack a rival. Agreed. Things should be nonpartisan. I totally agree. Validate the presented information by corroboration from multiple intended sources. Check whether multiple reliable and reputable sources agree on the central claims. What do you call cryptographic method or product considered bogus or fraudulent? Bias. What do you call a cryptographic method? Product. considered bogus or fraudulent. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna copy and paste this guy in here. Let's see what we get back. And it'll probably be snake oil. Yeah, you don't want to be a snake oil salesman. You don't want to deal with people like that. That's not good stuff. I live by the whole virtue of you should be honest with everything, even if you don't know something. You just got to be honest about it. Like, I don't know certain things, and as you watch my live streams, I'm sure you guys have seen that I don't know everything. Like, there's tons of things I don't know. So, and there's nobody who, unless maybe you're Einstein or something, like, you don't know everything. I keep looking down in my yard because my dog is like just out there just hanging out, and she's having a good day. It's beautiful where I live at right now, and it's just like she's having a great day outside, just roaming around and looking for a squirrel or something. So what is the name of the command replacing netstat in Linux systems? Name of the command replacing netstat. See, here's a perfect example. I should know this, but I don't. What's the command replacing netstat? So let's see. SS. So SS is replacing netstat. Netstat command has been deprecated in favor of the faster, more human-readable SS command. Cool. Good stuff. I like it. Okay. So let's take a look here. Every one of us has used an internet search engine. However, not everyone has tried to harness the full power of an internet search engine. Almost every internet search engine allows you to carry out advanced searches. Yep. So consider search operators supported by Google. We have exact phrase. Double quotes indicate that you're looking for pages with the exact word or phrase. For example, one might search for passive reconnaissance to get pages with this exact phrase. Cite. This operator lets you specify the domain name to which you want to limit your search. For example, we can search for success stories on TryHackMe using cite TryHackMe success stories. So let's do that. I'm curious what we can come back with on that one. That could be interesting stuff. Cite TryHackMe success stories. I guess we can just do this. Yeah, look at that. So only showing results from TryHackMe. You see a little bit of everything from student to SOC analyst. Pretty cool. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I like it. So I like that they do that. That's cool. All right. And then the minus sign allows you to omit search results that contain a particular word or phrase. For example, you might be interested in learning about the pyramids, but you don't want to view tourism websites. One approach is to search for pyramids minus tourism, or tourism minus tourism pyramids. So let's see what happens if we do that for DuckDuckGo. I'm just curious in real time what that looks like. Pyramids minus tourism. The very first result, an ad. Egypt pyramid tours, Pyramid of Egypt. That's hilarious. Like, come on now. Egyptian pyramids. Okay, and then, yeah, so we get some stuff back here. That's cool. I like that. I'm actually going to probably take a page out of that and add that into my notes. I think that would be handy. So I got to make a new note for today's stuff. I apologize, guys, for the coughing. I am, I don't know what happened. I woke up this morning and I'm just so in my chest and in my throat. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it at all. So I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm sure you guys have all had, everybody's had a little bit of a head cold and stuff, So let's see. Search. Let's call this one searching well. And then I can always change that later if I don't like it. Yeah, that's just my first. So if you want to go ahead and do the minus sign. That's what we want here. Or the dash, whatever you want to call it. So we got a dash. No. Of course it's going to do that. Dash sign will allow you to omit search results. I mean, that's kind of an easy one to remember, but it's still useful. Quotes allow you to look for an exact phrase. So that's kind of useful too. File type. This search operator is indispensable for finding files instead of web pages. Some of the file types you can search for using Google are PDFs, docs, and XLS spreadsheets, and PowerPoint presentations. For example, to find cybersecurity presentations, try searching for file type PPT cybersecurity. Let's see what happens. Yeah, look at all that. Boom. All these PowerPoint presentations just come up. That's awesome. That's also another handy one. How would you limit your Google search to PDF files containing the terms cyber warfare report? So we'd say file type PDF and then cyber warfare report. What phrase does the Linux command SS stand for? Okay, so yeah, perfect example of what I'm talking about. AI, literally right here. Socket statistics. And that's really changed the game. In some ways for the good, in some ways for the bad. I mean, honestly, it's been like one of those things. It's like sometimes it's good and sometimes it's just not so good. Okay, Shodan. Oh, love it. Okay, so I first learned about Shodan back in like 2020, 2021, when I first started working for one of my employers at the time. And basically, when I was working there, there were people who had been using this product to basically check out their systems and make sure that, you know, if you could get into it from the outside, like, you know, that's the whole point of Shodan, basically. Let me just talk about like what you do here. This is cool stuff anyway. You're familiar with internet search engines. However, how much are you familiar with specialized search engines? So Shodan, a search engine for devices connected to the internet. That's what I was trying to say. So basically, if you have something that's out there connected to the internet, it allows you to search for specific types and versions of servers, networking equipment, industrial control systems, and IoT devices. You may want to see how many servers are still running Apache 2.4.1 and distribution across countries. To find the answer, we can search for Apache 2.4.1, which will return the list of servers. So let's go out to Shodan, and let's see Apache 2.4.1. Let's just do that and see what we get. Yeah, so you can see here, running Apache in France, Vulture Holdings LLC. I mean, so this is like one of the places that the bad guys can use potentially and wreak havoc. And this is why you need to patch your systems. This is a perfect example. This is literally as easy as a Google search. All I did was just search Apache 2.4.1 on this, and you can see just how easy you can, you know, if this is exploitable, which I don't know, maybe there are CVEs for this. CVE Apache 2.4.1. Let's see. Yeah, Apache 2.4. So yeah, I mean, it looks like because there's fixes for 2.4.62. So in theory, yeah, I mean, you'd have something that you could do here with those things, and that's scary stuff. I mean, really, any of these systems that are running, that are connected to the internet, which is what Shodan's showing us right now, these all should be patched. I mean, it's insane to me that these are not patched, but that's the name of the game when it comes to Shodan, and that's one of the powerful things about it. So consider visiting Shodan for search query examples. For example, let's see, let's take a look at that. So you could do websites that require HTTPS, Apache web servers, services that have the word Apache in their headings, services with a host name containing Google or Facebook. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Just anyway, so websites that support TLS 1.3, SSH on port 22, or 3333. Yeah, let's do a search for that. I'm curious. That's interesting stuff. Oh, you gotta log in. So you gotta make an account. But nonetheless, I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. The fact that you can do that. Shodan trends. That's crazy. There's some good stuff on this. I mean, really, Shodan's one of the most powerful things for cybersecurity and hackers in general, like, to use. So, Census, I've never heard of Census. Let's see what we got here. At first glance, Census appears similar to Shodan. However, Shodan focuses on internet-connected devices and systems, like servers, routers, webcams, and Internet of Things. Census, on the other hand, focuses on internet-connected hosts, websites, certificates, and other internet assets. Some of its use cases include enumerating domains in use, auditing open ports, services, and discovering rogue assets within a network. Wow. That is insane. Like, enumerate domains in use, discover shadow IT. I could think of some times I could have used this in my own, like, whenever I was a cybersecurity engineer, like, actually going out and doing this work. Like, this would have come in handy so much. And, yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you how, like, I used to try hack me a lot, and then I just, you know, this is all new to me. Like, things change is what I'm trying to say. Things change, and so you got to come back always and take a look. Yeah, we'll turn that on, whatever. But basically, you got to come back and, you know, take a look and see what's changed, because there's always things that are new, you know. Search an IP address, name, protocol. Wow, like, this is nuts. Yeah, definitely a big deal here. Okay, that's crazy stuff. We don't need all this stuff. Let's close out of these. We can keep the Shodan stuff because I'm gonna keep that in my notes for later. But Shodan and Census, like Census, this is a super powerful one. I'm definitely gonna keep that in my pocket. Wow. So like you can see here on their example, they have CentOS Linux and Microsoft Windows, and then all these different ports that are open here. They have 80 open, 443. I mean, like 80, 888, 8096. I mean, some of these I don't know what they are, but like could be really crazy. And look, they actually have these obfuscated. Wow. VirusTotal. This is a good one. I've used VirusTotal a lot, but basically, if you were to take all your different malware, anti-malware, antivirus products, and then just bundle them into one, that's what VirusTotal is. You can just upload whatever you have, like you think that might be malicious, and then it'll run it through different scans and tell you if it actually is malicious. Super, super useful tool. I highly recommend it. It's definitely going to take you a long way. So you can see here, you can do files, you can do URLs, and you can even search for certain things, and like a hash, domain, IP address, URL. VirusTotal is an essential tool to have in your arsenal. So, have I been pwned? Definitely a useful one. I'm not going to do that live, but have I been pwned? You can just kind of like type your email address in here and then see, like, you know, has anything happened? Definitely a good one to have. Yeah, so getting sick sucks. It's not fun. I apologize, everybody. It's just not been fun with whatever this is I've got going on right now. What is the top country with light TPD servers? Light TPD servers. We probably would want to do Shodan for that one. And let's just say TPD. Let's see if we can get anything back here. So it looks like USA has the most light TPD. United States. Yep. What does Bitdefender Falx detect? The file with the hash. Okay, so this would be for VirusTotal. And so this is where we can get our hash. So we can search this and we can enter that in. And so Bitdefender Falx detects Android riskware agent LHH, malware UGen TR. We're just going to copy that. That's too much to type out. Android riskware agent. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so CVEs are super important. We've talked about CVEs plenty on this channel. We can think of CVEs as a dictionary of vulnerabilities, common vulnerabilities, and exposures. That's what it stands for. It provides a standardized identifier for vulnerabilities and security issues in software and hardware products. Each vulnerability is assigned a CVE ID like this, CVE 2024-29988. This unique identifier ensures that everyone from security researchers to vendors and IT professionals is referring to the same vulnerability. And so the MITRE Corporation contains the CVE system. MITRE is a really big deal, by the way. If you don't know what MITRE is, let's dig into that real quick. I know I went out to Google, but MITRE, basically, they're like one of the big powerhouses in cybersecurity. Here's their wiki. They got MITRE Corporation, American nonprofit with dual headquarters in Bedford, Massachusetts and McLean, Virginia, manages federally funded research and development centers supporting various U.S. government agencies in aviation, defense, healthcare, homeland security, and cybersecurity fields. Yep. So MITRE is a big deal, and they have this really popular framework, which we'll get into at some point. MITRE ATT&CK, like that. MITRE ATT&CK is a very, very famous framework. It is basically globally accessible knowledge base of adversary tactics and techniques based on real-world observations. The ATT&CK knowledge base is used as a foundation for the development of specific threat models and methodologies in the private sector, government, and cybersecurity product and service community. Okay. So, visit the National Vulnerability Database. Screenshot below shows CVE 2014-0160, known as Heartbleed. Yep. Last 20 scored vulnerability IDs and summaries. 2023-32110, improper limitation of path name restricted directory. And so one thing I'll mention is just like what I've seen, and when I work with other units, like when I say work with other units, what that means is like if I work with a team to delegate out like risk mitigation, if I'm working with different teams, sometimes these CVSS to them, even though like it's an 8.8 on this scale, to a cybersecurity we see, oh, we got to get that fixed right away, right? But it comes back to that whole CIA triad thing that I talked about yesterday, where they might have that availability. So you got to work with them a little bit and try to get it so that it's patched as quickly as possible, but it might take longer than what you want. So just keep that in mind and curb your expectations when you see things like this as a cybersecurity engineer. You might have to deal with that, or an analyst for that matter. You want to get it patched as quickly as possible, and you have every right to go ahead and stress that to whoever your leadership is. But just keep this in mind that sometimes it takes a little longer than you'd like it to. Exploit database. If you get Kali, like Kali has all these things actually right on the, like in the web browser as soon as you open it up. Might even be in their like their apps menu. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while, but we're getting there. There are many reasons why you would want to exploit a vulnerable application. One would be assessing a company's security as part of its red team. Needless to say, we should not try to exploit a vulnerable system unless we're given permission, usually via a legally binding agreement. Okay. All right. Hey guys, I think I'm going to stop the live stream for today just because now it feels like a good spot to just kind of end things. You know, we got GitHub here. The reason why is because like my throat is killing me right now, and it's not getting any better with me talking. So I'd rather be able to come back and live stream tomorrow. Hopefully my throat's better, than just keep on going here and then my throat progressively get worse. Just kind of save my voice here a little bit, and not to mention that I need to have my voice to be able to talk to my family. So I'm just gonna save my vocal cords for a little bit later and kind of give it a little bit of a rest. So I guess we'll answer this one and call it a day. So what utility does CVE 2024-3094 refer to? So we can just search DuckDuckGo and get our NIST database. And so we have malicious code discovered in upstream tarbulls of XZ. Yep, and that's our answer. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. Anybody who joined live, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Sorry it's a short one today. Just I don't know what. I woke up with my throat like this, and I don't want to wreck it too bad. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.